I made a video about not to build mansion in the village. People attacked me. Boom. Now, here's the thing, and here is the clarification. Listen carefully and listen attentively. I still stand of the idea of don't build mansion in village. Now, let me give you clarification on this. I know how people see me on this social media. I know how people, pictured me on what I've been doing. Yeah, here is the thing, building mansion in village is not advisable. It's not something that you can advise someone to do. I have my reason. This is what I think. And I have not said that you should not build a house. I made it word clear, mansion. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, the reason why I said invest wisely. Invest wisely. I have a friend of mine, at earlier stage, and then he said after living here for like 4 years, he said he want to build a house in the village. I said, what kind of house? He said, a classic house, a big mansion. I said, well, you're an idiot. This is what I just said to him. We laughed. He said, what do I mean? I said, you don't want to make the same mistake that we made. If you want to build mansion in the village, of course, Akurulo, Itogi can make everything, but don't make this Akurulo while you are still struggling. While you are struggling and you want to make Akurulo, man, you are going to disappear. Your futuristic plan is going to destabilize. I'm telling you the pure truth. Fact. Now, he said, what should I do? I said, well, what do you want to do? You are the one that want to do this. What are you up to? He said he still want to do this, but I think if we do this and then that is it. And then what do you mean by that is it? It's not going to have any money left. You don't have to. What are you going to be doing? You are struggling to even fit yourself into the system. You don't even have paper to. You don't even know that you are going to be deported tomorrow or anything of that nature. Okay, he said, what should he do? I said, what do you think you should do? I give him advice of buying lands, in the city. And then with this money he had then, he used this money to buy, he bought 8 plot of land. Then, this is what he did. It's his money, it's not my own money. Each plot of land worth approximately 2 million. A little bit, 2 million, 1.7, 1.8, 1.9, somewhere there, but 1.8 to 2 million. This is what the land cost for him. Okay. He bought these lands and then relaxed, still, struggling, living his life. And then after 7 years later on, after 7 years, a plot of land of this guy worth over 20 to 30 million. It's not mine, it's his. He called me on phone and said he want to sell this land and then go to village and build a very good house. I said, yeah, fine, why not? You have the money. Do that. Because he invested wisely. I told him, then he said, is it a kind of the mistake I told him that he should not make because of what we passed through? I said, it's one of those things. If you didn't listen, you should have joined the group. Those money would have to wasted in the village while you are still even struggling to have something in city or have something extra. Yeah. Now you don't want to join the cross of what we passed through. He said, okay, he's going to sell this land. He sold this land. Now check it, over 20 million worth plot of land. Times 8. He started selling these, lands, and some of them even skyrocketed up to 30 million. Do the calculation by yourself. Come to comment section and then start telling me that building mansion in the village while you are struggling is wise enough. We all know that we are Igbos. We know where we come from. We are all, we have it in our heart, and anything that has to do our lineage, heritage, our culture, and our tradition, and being Igbo, we don't play with it. We don't joke with it. I respect our culture and tradition a lot. So this guy took some amount of money. Do the calculation by yourself. From approximately around this, within the range of 20 to 30 million times 8. Do the calculation by yourself. You know the kind of money this guy has. He told me that he's going to take money and then build a perfect house. He took out close to 100 million from this money and then down to village and build a massive mansion. Everybody has his own story to tell. Most people, the previous video I made, most people was telling me that, oh, what if your family didn't have a shelter? Can't you be able to build a house? Yeah, you can build a house, 2 rooms and parlor or 1 room and parlor. That you can do if you can be able to afford it to do that. I never said that you should not build a house. That is what it's all about in the previous video. Now this guy built this thing and then the remaining money that left, this is what me personally said, can call Akurulu, because he still have money to invest in city where, this money, the city that brought money to the city that gives him this money to come to village to make this Akurulu. A tall guy, he merely go these things, Yeah. Now, at the end of everything, this guy went back and then start investing back again, bought a lot of lands. He told me that he's not going to build any house in the city. I said, why? He said, for now, no. He wants to invest. He wants to reinvest. Invest wisely. I told this is one of those things. People in this social media, people watch with emotion, expecting you to be good all the time. Don't make mistake, or not mistake. Don't say anything that will go contrary to what they are thinking in their head, or maybe contrary to what they have in their mind. So if you are mistakenly say anything that goes against their thinking, straight away, watching with emotion, they will start writing something without even going into details, and then read the contents and see what you have up there or what you have just said or the area you are going. It can be classified into 2 or maybe into many ways. Whenever everybody has his own perspective. Everybody have his own idea of explaining, or maybe the way of, the vision, the way you see things. So who wins in this situation? This guy, if he had invested this money in the beginning, you do the calculation, 2 million times, or maybe 1.7 or whatever, times, give it approximately 2 million, times 8. You know how much he would have wasted this money. And then this guy stayed, after that investment, this guy stayed close to 10 years here, 10 good years, waiting for his own documents, struggling, finding a way to fit into the system, to come into the system. Now, within these years, he was struggling. That first money he got, working, doing about 3 jobs then, and then as times goes on, he started dropping job after job, ended up doing one, not even enough for him to have, enough service. Now, this is what I'm talking about living in abroad. Once you live in abroad and then you have this kind of mindset, now the first money you have, you go straight to the village and then, boom, you build mansion. I didn't say the house. House could be maybe 1 room or 2 rooms and parlor. Very simple thing is a house. How's a house? But mansion, bear it in mind. Mansion is money. It's hell lot of money. It's a big money. You can spend 100 and something millions to 200 million to build mansion in the village. So it's up to you. So this guy who is willing, who have this Akurulu kind of vision or mindset, me or him, he is the one that did this. I am not the one. The Akurulu is there, And then in time, he still invest again. I don't know, maybe now about if you want to sell those land that he bought later on, I don't know how much they will be worth. You know, I don't know how much they will worth not these days. So this is what I'm talking about. If you don't understand me, fine. If you don't, if you understand me, fine. If you want to hate me for what I said, good. If you want to love me for who I am, fine. I am here on social media to say whatever that, you know, that comes across my way, you know, that is around me or my enemy. I don't know what I have been through or what I have passed through or what I have seen. More of this thing will be coming up, and this is a kind of educative thing. If you don't know how your siblings or your sisters or your friends or your brothers lives in abroad, then I think it's the high time for you to start dig deeper and then ask question and know what's up. As usual, if you make that kind of mistake, you got additional here, so you will be sleeping upside down like bats.